Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be about genetic disorders for AQA Additional Science Biology. Okay, so genetic disorders. First of all, we're going to start off with cystic fibrosis. I'm just going to write CF because cystic fibrosis, I write it so many times it will take too long. So, cystic fibrosis is a disorder of the cell membrane. It is caused by a recessive allele. Symptoms of CF is producing a lot of sticky mucus, which clogs up your digestive system, respiratory system, and your reproductive system. So, as I said, it's caused by a recessive allele that is carried within 1 in 25 people. So, because it's recessive, carriers, the people with one copy of the gene won't have the disorder. So these people are known as carriers. For a child to have the disorder, both parents need to be carriers or sufferers. Moving on to polydactyl. So polydactyl is not life-threatening, unlike cystic fibrosis. Sorry. It is caused by a dominant allele. And is inherited, so is therefore inherited from the parent that carries the allele. That means the parent will be a sufferer. Okay, moving on to embryo screening. Embryo screening is carried out by a process called in vitro fertilization, or IVF for short. This is when the embryos are fertilized in a lab. More than one egg is always fertilized. And then when they found the healthy embryo, they then implant it back into the mother's womb. Before the implant, it is possible to be able to remove the cell and analyse it to screen for genetic disorders such as cystic fibrosis and polydactyl. moving on. In your exam, you'll probably be asked, or you might be asked, it's a common question that to debate whether you are for or against embryo screening. Okay, first of all, we're just going to weigh up the different sides of the debate. So number one, for against. The parents may want to select desirable features for their baby. Although it's good for choosing whether your child will have a genetic disorder or any disorder, it could lead to maybe parents wanting to choose eye colour, hair colour, or even gender sometimes. Okay, 1 for 4. It obviously helps the child to not suffer. And against is the rejected embryos, the unhealthy embryos, are destroyed. Some religions may think of this as killing, which is a sin in some religions like Christianity, and they'll think that this is immoral. Another 1 for 4 is there are laws that have been put in place to stop ES embryo screening from going too far. E.g., like we said, choosing the gender of baby or aesthetic characteristics. You may argue why you'd want to choose a gender. Well, in some cultures and countries, there is still kind of hierarchy over gender. Like, they're not treated as equals, so that's why some people may want to use embryo screening. Now, for another 1 for against is it is then depicted in society that genetic disorders are seen as undesirable and are then seen like they are an anomaly in society and that they don't fit in. 1 more for embryo screening could be that anyway, like regardless, most embryos are destroyed. So they only allow the healthy ones to go through. So it's just the way the system works, and people would say, well, it's better for the child because they won't have to live a life of suffering, like we mentioned in the first point. The last point for against could be simply, it's quite an easy one, quite an obvious one, that it is very expensive. On the other hand, the government will pay for it because people spend money in taxes putting it into the NHS, so they'd want something back from that. Okay, that sums up today's video, and just to add, we are only doing additional science for chemistry, physics and biology in AQA, but we also do Edexcel GCSE in biology, chemistry and physics. Okay, thank you, come back later and hopefully we'll have another video up. See you soon, bye!